Projectile Dysfunction, Season 2, the final episode of the series. We're actually here. We're back, you know.
We're back. It was a long time away, but we're back.
Like, I feel like we've sort of let it go the last couple of weeks because we've gone out of time, but there's been some issues, do you know what I mean?
We've had some really serious issues amongst us, so it's been a pretty hard month.
As we're starting this episode, so don't forget, I'd just like to thank James the cameraman for tremendous effort he's put in.
I mean, this season, we wouldn't be able... Gonna do a little clap. We wouldn't be able to do it without him. Yeah, we haven't
honestly, if you're watching the YouTube, there's never been any fumbling, no fucking about with the camera.
I've never seen anything like it.
Like, he literally holds the camera so still. He's got weird hands.
So cheers, James, for that, mate.
Cheers, James, for those. And the drugs.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So how have you been, Dan? What have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to this week? Went out on the weekend.
Oh, fuck. That is a rarity. Dan never goes out.
Went to Weatherspoons.
Where'd you go? In the drug bins that you normally go to?
Yeah, the drug room in Weatherspoons.
The drug bins. What is a drug bin?
I don't know. Is it a real thing?
I think I just made it up.
Yeah, I think you said so.
Wait, so you went to...
So I went to Weatherspoons with the boys. Got a
just with guys?
Just with the boys.
Oh, right.
It was a very boy-centric kind of
What
thing.
do you mean?
Lots of toplessness, beer.
Was this is the 10 o'clock thing as well? As in, like...
This was after 10 o'clock, mate.
You were at the pub after 10
No,
o'clock?
this was the 10 o'clock
Arrest
curfew.
him!
Yeah, we had to leave at 10.
How was going pub though? Sorry.
It was alright, mate. Had a sex on the beach. Really nice.
Did you get the Weatherspoons that 2 for £12, don't they? 2 for...
I don't know, I just got one, mate. Just got one sex on the beach. And had a vegan burger.
Vegan burger.
Obviously, if you listen to the last episode, you know why I've changed my diet a little bit.
Let's not go into that.
A lot of people said that was one of the most vile things I've ever heard.
Yeah, I actually...
And I've been considering removing the episode because of how...
Well, Dan, the whole episode was about you, pretty much your gut being finished from all the drug intaking that you've done over the years.
No, it was from the...
and that you're so constipated.
Yeah.
That you passed out going to the toilet. And
I didn't pass out fully.
I couldn't get after taking so many laxatives, you passed out pretty much on the floor. And the only way...
I didn't pass out on the floor.
Only way
on the
to get the poo out was to put your hands up your bum.
No, that's not what happened. You've made that up now. You've made that up. Anyway, so I had a vegan burger. Really nice stuff. And that was about it. So that was probably the shittest story I've ever told on the podcast there.
I think throughout the series, I feel like your stories, actually, they've been
getting progressively worse.
Horrific ones.
Yeah. I feel like each podcast I tell one story that's fucking dead.
Like, I think it has to be done now.
Yeah. I think we should keep the tradition of it.
Weatherspoons burgers remind me of like the first 2 times I ever had them. I was just instantly sick, so I didn't have one for 3-4 years.
You know, they're all just every Weatherspoons meal is a microwave meal.
Have you seen? No, it's bollocks, mate. That's bollocks. Have you not seen this guy on TikTok who works as
at
a
Weatherspoons?
Chef? Yeah, Weatherspoons. Yeah, and he like cooks the breakfast. Everything's cooked.
And not the breakfast, but like the dinners, like the curries and the fish and chips. It's just like in a microwave pan.
You said everything's microwave.
Oh, fucking hell. You're being so pedantic.
Yeah, anyway, but the guy lost his job for it.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, to be fair.
What? All he did was just film it, but then he was also just like putting this in like I put all a spliff.
Oh, I didn't see that.
His commentary.
Well, you mean the guy who made the curry in the microwave?
Oh yeah, he did do the curry in the microwave. Yeah.
See, mate, they do make one thing in the microwave.
I've never ever had a Weatherspoons curry.
Mate, I would never do that to myself. Have you ever had one, James? Didn't you say you had one?
Not a curry.
Was that haggis?
I had haggis. But the haggis was actually banging.
Yeah.
Haggis is just like, I don't know what the fuck it is. What is it?
It's like, lamb's intestines or something.
I always thought it was rabbit until I was like 18. No, it's
You've
not
never
rabbit.
eaten-
It's like
what's the weirdest meat you've ever eaten? Apart from
pigeon.
dick.
That's true.
So,
Probably pigeon.
you've eaten a pigeon?
Yes, squab. It's called.
Where have you done that?
Like a very
Whenever
classy restaurant.
Or were you pigeon shooting beforehand and then you just
Yeah.
came down?
I went with the boys.
You did a lot of stuff with the boys.
Huh?
You have killed a pigeon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I killed it, but I've heard. Talk about fucking killing pigeons. All right, we won't go there. But yeah, had squab. What other meat? What's that thing you get at festivals? That's fucking like ostrich.
Ostrich burger's actually alright.
I bet it's just not ostrich. Do you think it's
they can't. They're literally the he goes ostrich burgers. So
Yeah.
they're just going in. They're just serving.
But
that.
is that a thing? Like,
remember
and they're only like £3 for
What?
just like a huge ostrich burger. I can't imagine that being.
Don't think any burger at festivals £3.
Okay, yeah, but they're like the same price as like a chicken burger.
But I've never actually ever got one. I always look at them and like, oh.
I got one out of curiosity.
I remember going to when I was really younger. We used to go to this like place in France. So like everyone, when you're younger, you go to France.
Yeah.
We always go to the same fucking place, my family. Like every time we go to a place called La Rochelle, and we were in like the zoo, whatever.
Yeah.
And the zoo was pretty empty. We were walking about, and it was quite like a low fence. There was an ostrich there, and the ostrich like came right to the side, and then but we were like a bit high. We were on like a higher bit, if you know what I mean. So like only his head could just pop over. The ostrich.
So he was lower than you.
He was lower than us, but
But
we were
the fence wasn't that
the
big.
ostrich neck's quite long, like not like a giraffe, but it's like long.
Not like a giraffe.
I was trying to explain it. And then this French geezer, goes to take a photo with the
this fence geezer.
French geezer.
Oh, right.
This fence geezer, he's a fence. He goes, and he's going to take the photo, and he just grabs both hands of the neck around the ostrich and starts wringing the neck of the ostrich like ha ha, and I was actually watching. I was like,
what?
Hey. I was like, fuck! He's just wringing the neck of the ostrich in the zoo.
Was he work there?
No.
Is he a tourist?
Just taking a photo. It's a fucking nut job, mate.
What, mate? That's one of the most fuck stories I've heard.
Yeah, but just you know those things that like proper stay with you.
You never forget.
Well, just seeing a man wringing an ostrich's neck.
Yeah, did he just walk away? That was just fine.
Yeah, he just like high-fived his wife and walked off. Gave a little pat on the arse.
French people, mate.
French people are nuts, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you find it?
What I was gonna say was
what?
On the pigeon story. No, I'm not talking about your pigeon story. Have I told when I killed a pigeon?
No, you haven't.
I was about 7. Are you talking about the one I'm talking about in Italy? So you know in Italy, like Rome, I think it might be in Rome. I don't know. They have like those huge like cathedrals and the steps. It's like there's like a billion pigeons. Yeah. So I was like 8 or something. And I was just running along, and you run into them and they just fly away. And I was fucking running, and I was like, wee, and they're all flying away. And then one must have just not moved. And I like crunch down on this thing and like slip a little bit. And I've just stood on a fucking pigeon's head.
Because pigeons are quite big. You must be, how old are you?
It must have been, I think it was like sitting down. You know when they just like are on the floor?
You stamped and like, mate, the RSPCA.
You know when you're
going to be one
cracked,
of the
it was like
million
I stepped
views.
on an egg. That's what it felt like. Cracked and then slid.
Stepping on an egg. What did you do after that? Just scream, be like, Mom.
No, I didn't really care. Like there was no blood or anything.
You didn't really care. I actually hate when you see roadkill and stuff.
Not that I wouldn't care now. I'd care now. At the time, I didn't care.
What would you have done now?
But oh fuck, taking a photo with it.
Have you seen that
Sad squab for
that
dinner.
meme of that woman when she's trying to do the mouth to mouth with the pigeon on like the high street in England?
Yeah,
We've
rings a
seen that.
fucking
She's
bell.
because obviously she's trying to like do the heart thing, but she's just poking it with her fingers. She's so small.
Does it come back to life?
No,
Does it come
or maybe it does actually.
Oh, this is ringing a fucking bell.
Throw a pigeon up in the air so it can fly.
Oh yeah,
yeah, just
like
comes
the
straight
African
back
like
down.
creatures or something. I'm
Like,
gonna Google
racist.
that. Yeah, that's super racist, mate. Woman. Wait, you talk for a minute while I find this. What were you gonna ask me?
I was going to ask you what you found about the 10 p.m. leaving the pub at 10 p.m. thing.
Oh,
or
I
like,
love
what is
it,
the
mate.
point of it?
I love it
Well, of course you do, because you're so
because I
bored.
like going home.
And I
early.
guess you can go home early and do loads of drugs.
Shut up, Evo. Am I connected to your Wi-Fi? I like it because I like going home early, but it is the.
I don't know what it does.
I don't understand what it does.
Because all I found the other day was that I went to the pub at...
I got the video. But
I went
yeah,
to the pub
go
at
on.
6 o'clock to get in early so I get more drinks in. I've never seen the pub more full at 6:30.
Yeah.
Right. By 9 o'clock, everyone was doing shots, Jaeger bombs. Everyone, and the last one at 9:30, everyone was fucked
Yeah.
at 9:30. And then, like, the trains and stuff were, like, full on the way back.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
had
yeah.
to leave at 10. So I don't understand what it does. And then we just came back to my house, 6 of us.
It's one of the the weirdest laws. I don't James, do you know what it does?
Like,
Could
why,
you give some actual knowledge into this?
Why are the pubs starting at 10 o'clock? No idea. I presume we're just going to go into another lockdown in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've got that fear. I really don't want that.
Well, whatever will be, will be, will be.
Yeah, if you listen to this now, whatever be,
Will be, will be,
and
will be.
we won't be here to entertain you.
Why not? Final episode of the
Because
season.
it's the final bloody episode of the season. That's why.
What's been your best episode?
Oh wait, am I going to show this?
Oh,
Video
yeah,
of the woman
sorry,
doing
yeah, go
CPR. I mean,
How are
mate-
you going to show this woman doing CPR?
I can download it and send it to you, and then we could put it in the middle of the screen. Okay, this isn't actually working.
This is going to be one of the worst bits of podcast ever.
I just wanted to see it for myself. On that note, I
You
was
watch
just
it
talking
and give
to
a reaction.
James.
Watch it and give a reaction.
No, it was just a woman like making out with a pigeon.
One fucking a pigeon.
I've got this video that honestly is my favourite viral video I've ever seen. So I'm gonna play the audio because all you need is the audio, right? Have you seen this? I'm gonna play the thumbnail.
No.
Okay, so there's this video of this. I don't know what country in it. It looks like Italy or something, but they're American. And there's this couple, obviously breaking up, like in the middle of the street. And this woman's filming outside a like apartment window, and this guy's on a Vespa, right? And they're having a
What's a Vespa?
like a motorcycle,
Mhm.
but it's like a safer. You know, they're like Italian.
Oh,
motorbikes.
okay, yeah.
And
Like scooters.
yeah, kind of like a
Okay.
scooter. And let's just say they're having a very emotional conversation. The caption of this is "La Dispute is such a powerful band." But if you get that joke, you'll get it. But right, I'm gonna play it. I really hope it loads. We can hear a baby crying.
Where's that baby? I don't have a baby.
Interesting.
Where the fuck is that baby noise coming?
Right, you ready for this? So listen to this beautiful breakup. What'd you count?
How is that your? It's quite a sad video. To
I think
be
it's
your
fucking
funny
amazing.
as well. Why is that funny?
That
It's just
it
a man,
transports me to a
it's
different
just
place.
a man pouring his heart out.
It's fucking amazing.
Sort of thing that we would probably say when we were like 15.
Yeah. That's why I love it.
That's the pinnacle
Well,
of
that's
us at 15.
Yeah, like me listening to Loud Dispute, just like, oh yes.
Just literally just like crying her heart. The girl would protect him for
You'll
2
never
months.
pick me.
Why is you always going for the bad guys?
You always go for the fucking rugby boys and never me. I think because I've been like that. I connect with him,
You're
but-
laughing at him.
but I can laugh at the fact that I used to be like that.
Not like you were at
Not
uni.
not to that extent.
You became you became the opposite that guy at uni though. Leading on to the next story that we're gonna go into.
All right, all right, yeah, go
So
on.
I'm just gonna ask Dan about uni. So when we went to uni, before we got there, we've been in long time relationships. You know, before that we were like didn't really get any girls. Do you know what I mean? Or we're very good at chatting to girls. Or we're very good at chatting to girls.
Yeah.
Like before, and then we got a girlfriend. Then we just didn't. And then we went to uni, yeah. And that all changed for Dan. Dan became Hugh
No.
Hefner of Leeds.
I mean,
Oh.
so Evan, before we did this podcast, was like, I really want to speak about this, but I'm gonna be. I think this podcast is a place for honesty, and I told Evan, I don't really want to talk about it, but he's insisting on talking about this. So, what do you want to discuss, Evan?
I want to discuss what happened when you went to uni. How did you suddenly get the
Well, I've
newfound
discussed
confidence?
this. Right. Well, actually, I've discussed this on the pod before. If anybody remembers, what episode was it? Season 1, episode 5, maybe. Do you remember when I was talking about the weekend? When the weekend released The Hills?
Yeah.
Walking around town, headphones in, listening to The Weekend. That can actually change your life.
You think the only reason how you suddenly had the confidence to get girls is because you used to walk around and listen to The Weekend?
I think it had something to do with it.
So you're saying any younger guy
Yeah.
who's walking around
Because the
now-
mistake I was making when I was a kid, I was 16. I was like, oh, why aren't a girl like me? And then I'd go home and listen to fucking Slipknot and like music like that guy on that fucking Vespa. Yeah. Oh, no one likes me. But then, if you change up the playlist, bro, you get some Weekend. What's that sexy Weekend song? Or Nah.
Which
You know,
they're all
on
pretty
that.
sexy.
You know, it's like that really cringy song. I'm not gonna sing it because it's so cringy. It's like, or nah. Do you know that's? I genuinely can't sing it because the lyrics make me cringe too much.
Right.
That can change your mindset.
How did your mindset change?
'Cause I was
From
like,
going
oh,
to getting
okay.
literally no girls to suddenly just being like your chat.
Well, I think a lot of that had to do with losing the fact that I was fairly fat.
What before uni?
Actually, that was
So you're more confident in the way you
more
looked.
confident.
I guess that fuck it mentality as well when you go to uni. You know, before uni, like there was a lot of social pressures and you knew everyone there. Well, lots of people
Yeah.
at uni, you can make a tit.
You can be
make
so-
a tit of yourself and it never come back to you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
never
yeah.
see the person
At
again.
school, if you go up to a girl in your class, you try and like get with them or something. If that fails, fuck.
The repercussions can actually be bad at school because you can say one thing in year 8 and you can have that nickname for the rest of your time at school.
Yeah. And you can trip one person, and then for the next 5 years, like, ha ha.
Do you remember
you
that?
fancy
do you
blah
remember
blah.
that poor boy who was in our year
This is gonna be. I like this. I like where this is going.
who
This is gonna be a good anecdote.
sent those pictures to the girl in the year above?
Oh.
Is that touching?
Yes.
How can we talk about that?
You mean? I think I know who you're talking about.
Which one? yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking
Do
class.
you
But
remember
yeah,
that
they
poor
got.
guy in the year?
So
this-
he sent some news. He got some back, I think.
No, but I don't.
But
I
he-
think the nudes were they got.
he got second-hand news.
I think he got them off the internet. The girl got the nudes off the internet.
Oh, she catfished
and he
him.
sent back. But the thing is, we were so young. He obviously just didn't really know what he was doing, and sent back a picture of his flaccid knob.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it. Did you?
No, I didn't. Oh, maybe I did actually back in the day. I can't picture it. Thank God.
Yeah, yeah. Thank fuck.
We're a bit
But
nodgy.
yeah,
like,
he had-
I can visualize it right now.
I can still see it now.
Gosh, actually, I've still got the picture on my phone.
On my BlackBerry Curve. That's why I
Oh.
think all BlackBerry Curves should be.
Imagine waking
destroyed.
up that morning, going to school, being like, just got a picture of this girl last night, and you're above, like, come in, yeah, walk in school, everyone's looking, you starts laughing, turns around, shows you the picture of your knob,
Mate,
and then being like, I can't believe you did that. Can't believe you did that.
that would. That's like one of my worst fears.
Did you ever have a time when you went to school where you were like proper nervous going in, something embarrassing you'd done?
No, but right, thank God you brought this up. What I did have was not doing things, and then someone saying I've done something, and then getting teased for years for something I never even did.
Like what?
AKA the pencil story.
What pencil
That's
story?
timeless.
So right,
This story is 100% bollocks. What you're about to say as well, because we all know it's fucking true.
this is what I'm fucking talking about. Okay, this is the scenario. So I'm at my mate's house, and we're chatting. We're like 14, and we're just both saying like weird things we've done, right? And oh no, this is where the fucking mattress story comes to, right? So I'm talking I like rubbed my blah blah. You know when sometimes you can have you ever tried to put your dick in a shampoo bottle?
What?
Have you ever tried that?
No.
All right. Okay. Well,
Wait.
we
James
were
Cameron,
talking-
Have you ever tried that?
I missed what you just
Have you ever tried to put your dick in like a bottle that might fit your dick? All right. Well, me and this guy were talking about how we tried that when we were like 14.
Can we actually message us? We won't say anything.
If
Can you
you've
message us
tried
if
that,
you've actually
when
done
you were a
this?
kid, I'm talking like when I was like 13, 14, when I was
Ever put your
discovering
willy
like masturbation.
in.
It never fit though, but I'd always try and maybe find a shampoo bottle that could fit in. And so we were talking about this, yeah, and then we were talking about, lol, imagine if you like took it further and just cut a hole in your mattress and start fucking it, right?
That's what you did that though.
See, this is the fucking issue, right? And then I was going like, oh, and he said that, and I was like, oh, imagine if you, and then I was like, thought of the random stuff, just started shoving pencils up your ass, yeah, while you were fucking this mattress, and he was like, yeah. So that was a conversation. I
What do you
remember
mean? Yeah. That's not a normal conversation.
we were just joking around, right?
Right.
I remember we were playing Star Wars. James, what's that game?
Battlefront.
Battlefront on
Class-
PlayStation
class
2 or PlayStation 1 or something?
PlayStation 2.
Oh no, the two people were playing that. I think it was you and Alex were playing that, and me. No, you and I can't remember. And me and the other guy had our turn out, so we were just
Who's the other
chatting.
guy?
He went to our
Okay,
our old
carry on,
school,
carry on.
and we don't really see him.
Yeah.
And then a week later, I go into school, and I think it might have been Alex who just, and someone came up to me. I'm not gonna say this. He was like, "All right, how's that pencil, mate?" I'm like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And then I've been like, "What are you talking about?" And then everyone just started being like, everyone I saw, people I'd never spoken to at school ever, were like, "Pencil up their ass." I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I went to, I think it was Alex. I was like, "Mate, what's going on?" He was like, "Yeah, well, you told me you put pencil up your ass, so I just told everyone." And I was literally like,
He's your best mate as well.
"Oh my god!" And that was in year 7. That was my first year of my new school. And it still happened till the last year.
To be
That
honest,
every once in a while, someone be like, it's like when you put that pencil up your ass.
to be honest though, I've been to your house and there was a dodgy looking cut in your mattress.
I mean, I'm not saying I just hadn't done it then. I hadn't done it yet. Do you know what I mean? So things change. But at that time, it was bullshit. And shit like
You've
that.
actually got a few things that have just stayed with you for.
Yeah, it's fucking peak. But it's not that peak. It's nothing really that bad. Like, compared to getting your nude center out. Fuck. When you're like a kid. I know that is like pretty illegal.
I feel like that would just be the whole time as well. Anyone's like, just like when you walk past and they're laughing, it'd be so paranoid.
Yeah, you'd be like, they've
Think that,
seen
they're
that.
laughing at me or something.
Yeah. Like, they probably got a picture of my tiny dick on their phone that they're
Yeah,
showing
especially
their
in that
mates.
age. Flaccid dick.
And you
as well.
say, like, people send it to everyone.
Why would you send a picture of flaccid dick?
At least get it fucking big, get it going, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, get it rocking.
But this... So we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're going to move on. And we're going to talk about, because this is the final episode of the series,
Yeah.
let me just talk a few about best and worst moments, which we actually, in the off-season, we're going to make a special episode.
Yeah, there's going to
But
be...
we'll talk about all that stuff at
At
the
the
end.
end. Okay,
we'll talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that stuff at the end. But vaguely, what's firstly is probably your worst moment of this series?
This series... What do you mean, worst moment of the pod?
Yeah.
Or worst moment of my life since we've been doing this?
Yeah, worst moment. Actually, no, let's talk about some of the backlash that we've had from starting this podcast.
Oh, yes.
Because when we're right now, so this will be our 25th, but we had 4 which we didn't use episodes.
Yeah.
About our 30th episode.
Yeah.
And obviously, a lot of these stories, as you'll know, if you've listened to a few of them, are from stories of our childhood, which involve our friends. But mainly we're like degrading ourselves.
Yeah.
Our friends are in the story, but we're degrading.
But
The point
we're
is
embarrassing
taking the
ourselves.
piss out of ourselves. And throughout the podcast, this has got us in
It's got us in a bit of a pickle. It's a few pickles.
quite a lot of trouble with our
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Came to the point actually when one of our best mates actually sat me down, I think, and said that he was so upset with what Dan had spoken about him
Yeah.
that he was going to have words.
He was going to have words with me.
He was going to have words with Dan. And he said this in a threatening manner
Yeah.
while holding a knife.
Yeah.
And he was very upset. Can you make any comment on whether the man ever spoke to you?
No. We never had words.
Do you think that was out of fear of you, or
I think he'd realised he
realised he was in the wrong?
He realised he was the one in the wrong, threatening one of the hosts, thinking that he was going to have a civilised conversation with me about after. I don't think. Also, what the fuck was he even sad about? I'm calling you fucking out on this pod right now.
Beforehand, I was like, oh yeah, do you think it's cool if we just talk about like, we don't get in trouble again? You're 2 seconds in, you're like, you know what? Fuck
You know what?
you.
Fuck you, mate.
You can fucking tell me. You
Yeah,
want to
suck
have words
a
with
dick,
me?
mate.
Come say it.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
you
yeah.
Spanish cunt.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't say that though.
no.
'Cause
Yeah, that was James.
Me and him
That was
don't
James the
have,
cameraman.
me and him don't have any issues.
Yeah, we don't have
But
any
you,
issues. No, we don't have any issues.
You
We're-
and this
mate,
man.
We're cool as goose, bro. I don't even know that's to say him, but
he's cool as
we're
goose.
cool as Canada
And
goose.
the other major issue that we had with some of our friends,
But
was called a big throwing
we
out.
apologise, Spanish man. No, we don't. Fuck off. Sorry. Fuck you.
Okay,
But that happened.
is the losing our virginity episode.
Yeah, that we got that in a bit of trouble.
We got in a
Oh,
lot
a
of
bit of trouble for that one.
The trouble we got in that was actually a bit. I didn't like. To be fair,
You didn't like.
no, I didn't like it because the fuck thing is. With
Was
that,
it the Valentine's? No, it was the
publicity.
Valentine's Day episode.
What? Not the virginity one.
It was both. We got in
Okay.
trouble for both the Valentine's Day one and the
I
virginity one.
think what we did wrong is because we were taking the piss out of ourselves, but like we went very in detail
Yeah.
about some of these moments. I think at the thing that because it was so long ago, we didn't think people would care. But then I think the backlash obviously showed that.
Show people still.
I think people were embarrassed more than anything, which I get, and we probably stepped over a line.
Yeah, but we didn't use anyone's name, so we didn't step over to any lines. But maybe what we didn't know is maybe people aren't as open as us.
No, I think that's an issue.
I think we over-examine.
I actually saw a guy the other day.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen in a while, and he said to me, "Oh, mate, the stuff you say on that podcast, like, I would never say about myself."
Really?
He said, and he listens every episode, he loves it, but he was like, I would never, like, you're
Why
very
not?
open.
Well, did he give any reasoning for this?
No, I was just like, yeah, fair enough. Then I thought to myself, fuck,
Yeah,
like-
I've had a few moments when we've uploaded a podcast, especially last episode. I was like, fuck.
I
Maybe
feel like
I
we've
shouldn't have said
opened
that
up our
story.
whole lives to like.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I feel like we're gonna come back to this 30 years time,
Oh yeah.
and it's gonna be like one of the greatest things you ever listened to.
Yeah. There's just a pube on my mic. Yeah. I don't know if it was a real pube. It could be one of those fake ones I've been using. But I think we're gonna come back in a year's time and just appreciate the tale, because we're gonna forget some of these stories.
Yeah, in a while, in a long year's time. Yeah.
So what do you want to say to the haters, Evan?
Well, all the people that have tried
Who
to
are
belittle the
definitely
show
not listening
definitely
right now.
aren't listening because they are so angry at that's what some of the things we say.
Yeah.
I'd like to say,
Do you want to do apology?
we gonna apologize. I don't really want to apologize.
No. I was
But
going
just
to
saying,
insert
like,
the,
I'm just saying that we could have maybe said it better, but I'm not apologizing.
yeah, no.
Could have said it better, but I'm not sorry because
we could have said it more poetically.
I also think the abuse that we got around the virginity episode
Yeah.
actually is our highest ever listened episode with
Bro, sex sells.
60
And also,
60,000 plays.
yeah, it's
60,000 plays. And we actually had majority of them in the first day
yeah,
because the marketing campaign that we did behind it,
we
which
never
was
put so much money into an episode.
causing controversy.
Yeah.
Clearly worked.
Honestly, it's the most listened to. Like, nearly 100,000 people have listened to that episode now.
Yeah.
So, and other ones only have like 1,000 plays or something. So that one,
It was number one trending on YouTube, and we didn't even upload it
it
on
was the
YouTube.
only ever trending episode on Spotify podcast. So like thousands of people heard that episode, and it's just great.
What have you got planned up to Christmas?
So when's this podcast going out tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
So today. So if you're listening this
Maybe
today,
not tomorrow, actually. Maybe Thursday. Unless I
Okay, yeah.
I'll upload it tomorrow, actually.
I hear that.
I'm busy tonight. I'm a
Um,
busy man.
yeah, very busy man. What's happening? Well,
EP?
if it's coming out on Thursday,
Yeah.
the day this is out, my EP should be out.
Oh, we should plan that. We should do that.
Maybe we should have done an interview, mate.
No,
The Gross Boy interview
does anyone
on
want
YouTube.
people want? I could have interviewed you on YouTube. That'd be
Oh,
sick.
you missed an up there, bro. Well, technically, this whole podcast is you don't really need an interview.
Oh, I could have been like fucking.
Could have been first to the post, mate.
Oh,
Adam 22,
I could have been Adam 22, just smoking a blunt while doing it.
just waiting halfway through.
What were your notes you had written down for this episode? You had some things.
Well, I thought we'd do a little thing about the year.
Oh, we didn't talk about the girls at uni. I want to hear about that story, the famous one.
We're past that.
When
we're
you
past
I want to
that.
hear about the story.
Evan, I'm not talking about it, mate.
I want to hear about the story with the girl who you fornicated with at university.
What, the one? The one girl? I'm not talking about it, mate.
Can I hear that story, please? The world needs to know that story.
Fuck's sake. Right. Oh. So. Oh, fuck it. Fine.
Including the wording of the message.
Come on,
Yeah,
you
right.
said one shit story.
Okay,
You have to say a good story.
fuck it. We'll end up on this, right? So, I was on Tinder. Went on night out, matched someone. Got home. You know, after you go on Tinder for a bit.
Yeah.
Matched someone. Was like, what are you up to? They were like, oh, I'm painting in the art block. I was like, can I paint? She was like, yeah. And then I went. That was four messages.
What?
It was class.
And she like told you where it was.
well, what? I went to the same uni, so I knew where it was.
Did you met her before?
I vaguely knew her.
What? And she was like, "Can I paint?" And then you just walked.
No, I said, can I paint?
So then what happened? So then you got
And then
to
just
the
got an Uber. Oh no, I think I ran there.
You.
Well, it was like, you know when
So
you're
they-
drunk at like 4 a.m,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just want to run
So-
places. Because it's like walking's boring.
Yeah, right. And then you ran there. Got
Went-
there.
Went to the art block.
You call her like I'm outside.
I
Did
think
she-
she was
did
just
she
waiting
say-
outside. Having like a cig or something.
What did she say when you got there? Like,
It's alright. It was just like a little date.
What? And then she was like, "Oh, cool, you're here."
Yeah.
And then you went upstairs.
Yeah, and then the rest is history. But that's the story you wanted me to tell, so
What?
I told her.
And then you went.
I do have the messages somewhere, but
what? And then you just went up to the art block after chatting for how long?
a couple minutes, just had a little cig outside.
And then you did. Then you painted.
Yeah, paint.
And then you.
I didn't actually paint anything.
I know.
Oh, okay. I thought
thought we-
there you were like, so you painted.
And then you painted her.
Yeah, it was like a Titanic.
You painted her, and then you went up, and then you just left after?
ICT lab,
You
mate.
chill afterwards?
No.
You see her again?
I don't think so.
So you literally saw this girl for like half an hour and never saw her again after having sex with her?
Yeah. But I don't want to tell this story.
This is like the tennis ball
but
moment.
I've told it now.
This
so-
is like the tennis ball moment.
No, that was... Oh, tennis ball moment. It's similar
Because
to
you
that,
said to her, oh, let's go.
So, yeah, so can we go play catch? And
Yeah.
can I...
People
can I
love that
campaign?
story, that time. I had
Yeah,
a few
that was-
messages about that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Saying
I
it's a
didn't
funny
see any of them, but...
No, I got messages.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But obviously you wouldn't want to tell that story even though it's a good story.
Yeah, no, that was fair enough. Now I've told it, it's actually an alright story.
Well, you didn't tell it very well.
Well, I was quite reluctant to tell it, mate.
Why?
Because we've, as we have just said
Ask
in
me
this
to say any
episode,
story. I'll do it. I don't care. Within reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but whatever. So yeah, it was the two message gold medal.
That is obscene.
2 messages, mate.
There was one day
I
time
learned
at
it from
uni.
a
So
pickup
Dan-
artist on YouTube.
So Dan lots of time when he would get lucky with the girl or whatever.
No, we're not going into this.
Would message me.
I'm gonna cut
would
this
message
out.
me just like not. I just messaged me just because we chatted every day anyway. So be like, oh, I saw this girl last
I'm gonna
night.
cut this out, mate, but I might not.
3 days in a row.
Okay.
Dan messaged me, Guinea being like, yeah, mate, went to another party. Yeah, 3 days in a row. Three different girls. I was in shock, mate.
Yeah, it was a good time, but it was really dark.
It was
time
back
as
in
well.
your hippie days, though.
It was back in my hippie days, yeah. But it was a dark time, Evan. It was really dark.
Why was it dark? You just unhappy chasing something that you thought you
Yeah,
were finding, but you just couldn't
it's-
find it.
It's just exactly. It's one of those
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the
one
words.
of those, but what?
You know, those people who just go around just sleeping with anyone. They're so.
They look so unhappy in their
so
life.
unhappy.
They look shells of human
Oh,
beings.
literally, you're hitting
That's what
the nail
you.
on the
You're a
head, mate.
shell of a human being.
Shell, mate, and that's where it all
But
started.
now,
It's really.
now, you're in love.
Yeah.
I actually had an honest chat before this, and Dan spoke about
Oh,
marriage.
you're such a fucking cunt. All right, no,
Dan spoke.
no. All right, we're
about
gonna
marriage.
end the episode there.
What? No, it's the end
Okay,
of the
no.
series. I can't just end
Oh
it.
yeah. All right, let's just wrap it up to the
How long have we done?
35 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
This episode's been so random.
yeah, I don't know what to name it, but
What? Finale.
this is a fucking
Finale.
finale. mate.
So
we went
basically-
everywhere.
Thank you so much for listening to season 2.
Yeah.
I think we've added. I think what each episode we want to add in, each series we want to add in little bits. Keep it exciting for you. Keep it exciting for us. So this series we added YouTube, guests. Don't know what else.
But wait,
but what?
it's not over yet.
But it's not fucking over yet. Because although we're not going to be back until the new year, 2021.
Season 3 is not going to be back to the year, but we.
But we will be back before then.
Yeah.
We're thinking of doing one special beforehand, potentially 2 specials,
Potentially 2 specials.
and then
A Christmas podcast.
Christmas.
The
podcast.
Christmas special.
The Christmas fucking special.
And we're going to
where-
dress up very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Have a little decorations. Maybe.
Usain Bolt is going to be the guest.
It's going to be
Yeah.
unbelievable.
We have on one of these specials. We promised a guest this week, which is still coming, but we couldn't get him to quite come this
Yeah,
week.
it's all right.
So that's why. But we haven't forgotten about that. And it's not actually a lie this time. Not the Bradley.
it was
yeah.
never a lie.
Not that Bradley Wiggins isn't coming on,
but he's
like,
not coming on anytime soon.
Yeah, he's not coming anytime soon. But this guy's actually coming on.
Yeah.
soon.
And we're going to do are we talking about the other special that we're pondering?
No. Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
We'll talk about that and then fuck that.
Yeah. All right.
But, and yeah, what else have we got to say about this series?
Go
Really?
listen to my EP. if
Oh
you're
yeah, go
listening.
listen to Dan's EP, which is out.
Today.
What's the date?
1st of October. Go. Right.
No, it's out on the 1st of October. I don't
just
know
said
when
that.
that is. Okay.
I just said those words, mate. Right. Cheers for listening. Have a fantastic afternoon. And goodbye. Do you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, goodbye. See you all soon.
And big thanks to... Oh, fuck.
Oh,
No.
useless.
Goodbye to James,
Goodbye,
the
James.
cameraman.
And also, big thanks to our friend Tilda, who helped out with a lot of the
art.
art stuff. What's it called?
Artwork.
No, not the artwork. Sorry.
Thumbnail.
The design. Lots of design stuff we've put all over Instagram. It's very helpful as well.
And to the guests this
But
season.
we'll be back soon. Message us. Follow us.
Just message us,
be on
talk to us.
We'll be on the Instagram. And yeah, peace.
Bye bye.
Season 2 out.